Let's do it.
Welcome back to the Modern Dad Show. I'm Chandru
I'm Carl Lyons.
and we are Modern Dads.
We're Modern Dads. Welcome back.
So this episode is targeted towards
New parents, right?
New parents, couples thinking of becoming parents, couples who've just become parents,
Right.
and what to expect. So this is going to be a very short episode. Don't.
Don't bother, yeah.
One of the things I didn't factor is schools.
Okay, yeah.
When you're having kids, or you think about having kids, think about your location and the
Yeah.
proximity to good schools,
Yeah,
public,
yeah.
private, or whatever.
Yeah, and you've got to think about this like way in advance. When we first had our kid, we didn't give any thought to location, what school
Yeah.
we were going to go to, and it was only by chance, I think, a few chance conversations in baby groups or whatever, have you thought about where school your kid's going to
Right.
go? Oh no. So I think you've got to do that super early.
There was a trend where people were picking up properties close to one of the top schools.
Yeah.
And they'd be in the catchment, and they just figured that'd be a better investment because I mean it was a public school, but there was great education. It was one of
Yeah.
the top schools in London.
Yeah.
And you're better off putting that money that you would put in a private school in an asset that would appreciate
Yes.
before breakfast, before
Yeah,
Brexit. Appreciate before breakfast before Brexit, and you're better off having because you get a good education and you have that capital appreciation of a asset. And what some people actually do is they pick up a property near the school, get the kids into the school, and then they move out and put the property on rent. I mean,
there was a recent report of exactly this. So the wealthy people were actually purchasing an additional property, a rental property in the area, just so they could buy the address almost.
Exactly, yeah.
So they're in the catchment.
Don't hate the player, hate the game, yo.
when my kids started going to school, within the first couple of weeks, I was getting almost weekly emails about infections and lice, and I felt like I'd subscribed to the CDC. Again, this is another thing to be very aware of because when you have kids and then you put them in social groups and everything, they're going to pick up things.
Get prepared for it, right? Because head lice, what else
Well,
is
they're
there?
always going to have
Worms.
flus, tonsillitis, worms.
Worms, No, I mean...
But like there's flu, tonsillitis, and all that stuff. But don't be alarmed by it. But it is a reality.
Yeah, totally. One of the things we've had recently at the school is a second-hand uniform sale. So what do you think about that?
So
would you go and buy somebody else's second-hand uniform?
There's another question. Is there just not only with the second-hand uniform sale, with hand-me-downs that are outside of your family? Is it practical? Is it taboo?
So, okay, one of the other kids has grown out their piece of, their sweatshirt or whatever, and you buy it second-hand uniform sale, and the other parent says, "Oh, that's little Jill's old T-shirt there." How do you feel about that? Is that okay, or?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Because it's practical.
Yeah.
Fine, you might have Jill's mum who's a condescending, patronizing, superficial, pretentious woman, and then you just know to filter out of your system.
Sorry, Jill. And I don't know if this is a generation thing, I'm talking about me now, or a northern thing perhaps, but I had loads of hand-me-downs, to be honest. But that was a kind of cultural thing for us. Everybody wore hand-me-downs, so that was okay.
No, I understand that. And I think that's fine, and if somebody has a problem with it, well, it's their problem.
What my mother used to do though was buy things that were like way too big, if you like. That's what
You'll
she
grow
used to
into
do.
them.
They're still too big for me now.
So
Absolutely.
if you are going to buy clothes that are big and for your kids to grow into, just think about them being mocked and be practical.
I know.
Another thing is
tell me.
travel, holidays.
This is a conspiracy, right?
It is.
Yeah, totally.
Months before when your kid's school breaks, and if you go to the travel website, you will see the day before it breaks, it's half the price as opposed to the day it breaks. And it is extortionate.
Right?
It's criminal. It's absolutely criminal that the airlines do that.
Yeah, these are things you've got to factor in, right? Once you're constrained to the school holidays, and this is something I think that people don't necessarily understand before they have kids, then it's a big shocker, isn't it?
It's a kick in the nuts. That's what it is. It's a kick in the balls. But there is a hack for it.
Yeah.
You can put your kids in private school. You pay for private school, but what ends up happening is you pay a lot more for a lot less school because they start a lot later and they break a lot earlier.
Yeah.
But they can get the
You
cheaper
save
flights.
the school fee on the price of the holiday, don't you?
Well, it sort of subsidizes. I don't think it balances out. There's no such thing as lions. We can forget about that. Me time is rare. It's a valued commodity.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It is hard work, having a family, having kids, but personally, it's the best thing.
It is worth it.
And it goes by quickly.
It does. Super fast.
Let us know if you have any other questions about parenting.
Yeah.
Please feel free to share your thoughts.
Absolutely. Look forward to hearing from you.
Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe.
Prior to that, it was just the STD clinic for you, wasn't it? But now,
for us.
you know, But we're clean now. But
you're clean?
not anymore.